Melanie.
And I'm Jena.
And today we're going to answer some questions about Career Compass and how it began.
How do you both collaborate for Career Compass's success?
In the beginning, it was more of like a getting our foot off the ground, and I think we were both working on outreach a lot, like trying to spread the word, putting up posters around school. For me, I just like plan out interviews and interview the people and then make sure like the projects are like on time for deadlines and stuff.
What I do is I do the graphics for our Instagram, and I know Melanie does the reels too. And I also make thumbnails. I spend a lot of time on the thumbnails because
they're so good.
Yeah, watch out for the videos coming out on our YouTube channel. But both of us, we are really interested in art, and we actually both attend the same like art studio. I think that passion really helped for Career Compass because we had the eye for designing and getting our foot off the ground. Also knowing how people
like respond
to these types of things. What we did was I did an announcement to get people to come to our speaker series.
Yeah, so in the beginning it started because we were looking for a spot to just like be able to work together. Sierra at the College and Career Center was really nice and said that we could like go in and work anytime. She also said that she'd been wanting to start this thing where like parents can come in and talk about their fields for a while, inspired by like the career fair that we already have, which is where like parents set up booths and talk about their jobs. Anyway, we decided to start like a speaker series where we invite like industry professionals and they can talk about their jobs, and then at the end there's like a Q&A session, so people who are interested in that can get like hands-on like experience like talking and like getting a day in the life of.
Main mission was to really get our foot off the ground, but also make a lot of relevant content for like, any field, like not just one field. So we've done like psychology, STEM, finance, business, art. Kind of do a lot of different things for these career events. We do stuff at Saratoga High School. We also go to Valley Fair. We just recorded something at downtown.
Stay tuned.
With all these experiences, we've both like grown as people too, to kind of find what we want to do for our career. Although that might not be a clear, we might not know exactly what we want to do, but we kind of have an idea because this has helped us grow as people too.
I think just like getting the experience of like talking to different people is just inspiring to see like how they've also like grown, like they followed different career paths and then somehow like got to where they are today.
I think it was also nice to know that like, I wasn't alone.
Not knowing.
Yeah, as a high school student, I think someone said this in our interview today, but they're like, when you're young, you don't really know what you want to do. You shouldn't be scared and you shouldn't be afraid. There's a lot of pressure too, especially in certain high school circumstances. I think it's just really stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things. It won't hurt. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about what you want to do in the future.
Since we like literally just walked into their store and they had so much like advice, I think like also that just shows like how everybody just like, as long as you seek the opportunity, like people are willing to like talk about and like give you really good advice.
Everyone has a story.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We both have a story. Like everyone is important. Everyone has something to share with the world, and if we all share all our insights, all our knowledge, we can make the world a better place for all of us.
Like in the beginning, it was basically me asking like close friends if they wanted to talk about what they're interested in, because I knew like we both do a lot of art and design, and like so that was a huge part of like Career Compass, to make sure that it's like very like attractive to audiences to look at.
Like younger audiences, but also maybe people in college. Anyone who's still deciding what they want to do, or even if you just want to learn about a certain field because you don't know what it's about, then our videos are really helpful. I think Career Compass has also helped me get close with not only staff members, but who I work with every day, and I'm able to grasp what other people are doing. Hey, everyone's different. Like we all grew up with different backgrounds. We're all so different that we shouldn't compare ourselves against other people because we all grew up with different circumstances, with these life goals. So write your own story.
I wanted to talk about, like in the beginning, we started with like our close circle of people, and then we wanted to talk to like teachers because they were like kind of like the next step of like who like educates. Yeah, exactly. And then afterwards, we wanted to like get more perspectives because at like Saratoga High, there's like a common thread of like students do internships, involvements, but like for people who don't have that many resources growing up, we went to like the mall. And
first, it started off with people in our high school. Like, it was mainly just Saratoga High School. Like let's ask our teachers, let's ask students, let's ask the staff members, and we're planning on doing more interviews of like not just people in our area. And
we really appreciate all the support we've gotten. Like we love seeing people who like reach out to us, want to be interviewed, because that's just like
sharing your story. was inspiring a lot of the youth in our generation about what they wanted to do for their career. Even me, who really aspires to have a bright career path, I found it really cool that what we do, Career Compass, was really relevant to what the high schoolers do nowadays. So I found it really helpful that it would help a lot of other high school students just like myself. From a very young age, I've always been drawing. My mom always tells me that I've always been drawing. Like, I just pick up a pencil and paper and I just started drawing whatever I wanted to. Design officially started for me in middle school, maybe 5th grade, and then middle school and then high school is when I actually started getting really passionate about design and marketing. So I think how I incorporated it with Career Compass is just designing graphics. We also make our videos on YouTube, which you can go by searching up Career Compass on YouTube. I make the thumbnails and then I also edit the videos, which is also funny because when I was young, I used to make vlogs and I used to edit my vlogs. So editing skills that I grasped from those times also really helped a lot. So I think interviewing people is really interesting because that's on the topic that we're interviewing people on. For some people, it's hard to get them to really open up about their past or incorporated their field into their study. But I think it's just about opening up and kind of getting out of your comfort zone, because for a lot of the interviews that we have to do in each field, it's kind of different because you would ask them a different set of questions.
So I guess throughout high school, I've kind of explored different areas that I've been interested in, whether it's psychology or journalism or marketing or design. It's just a lot of different things. And I noticed that some kids at our school have already had a set career path since freshman year. And I thought that was really inspiring, and talking to those friends that have those set career paths, I thought it'd be cool to share those stories in some way, and asking questions and seeing how different perspectives can influence other people. And I thought it'd be cool to combine those design and distributing skills into one. It's how I started the platform. Originally, it was kind of a dual goal. On one hand, I want to be able to make an impact on other people at the school, that freshmen or even middle schoolers who might stumble upon our account and just be wow, look at what these high school students are doing, and really motivate them to find out what they're passionate about. Because at our school especially, there's the stigma that you need to know exactly what you want to do at a very young age. And I think seeing that a lot of people actually even in their established career paths, they're oh, I didn't know what I wanted to do in high school. It's just very comforting and reassuring to know that. And the other part is just for me to figure out where I want to pursue further. So I think I really enjoyed just being able to try out different things, whether it's hearing about the STEM field, even something that I wasn't super interested in before, listening to how technology is kind of impacting every field. It just made me more interested in that aspect, and hearing about how all these fields can be connected. That's kind of what I want to do, is just figure out how I can use my skills and integrate them into different areas, if that makes sense. Yeah. Whoever is interested in continuing the project can keep sharing these stories and keep making impacts on younger students, and yeah, just keep the dream alive. Okay, what really impacted me, I guess, after interviewing people is just focus on what makes you happy, and don't care about what other people will say. I know that's really generic, but I think it's a common trend that we've seen among everybody that we've interviewed. Even if there's your parents want you to do something, or you don't know if this is a feasible career, at the end of the day, if you just continue getting better at what you like to do, then that's ultimately what will lead you to more a successful career.